She feel like she's my best friend. She got me back in love again. She make me feel like she's my best friend. I finally found myself back in love again.
I found myself back in love again. I would never thought that it would happen.
Myself back in love again.
I never thought it would happen.
I finally found myself back in love again.
Put a number one in the chat room if you found yourself back in love again.
It would happen. I finally found myself back in love again.
Shout out to Marky 3. Shout out to Marky 3, our favorite.
She got me back in love again. Make me feel so good. She makes me feel like she's my best friend. She got me back in love again.
Whatever, Senny.
She makes me feel like she's my best friend.
Yeah, you're gonna have to turn off this music.
God bless you. It is 19 minutes after the hour. Welcome, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. That's Senny J and Miss Miko. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Throwback Thursday, July the 7th, 2022. Broadcasting live, iHeartRadio, radio.com. ShawnHarveyMorningShow.com. You can Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. All the links come up. Thank you so much. That chat room's wide open. Or you can call in 570-982-6950 on all major podcast platforms. Thank you so much. Distributed by Comedy World Network. Please download the Comedy World Network app. We appreciate you as well. We're on YouTube this morning. Go to our YouTube page, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team YouTube page. Like and subscribe to it to get notified when we go live Monday through Friday after 7 a.m. Also on all social media platforms, you know the deal. And this morning we're on Facebook. So go to our business page, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team business page, and like the page, and you get notified when we go live. Thank you so much. Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. We are here on a Throwback Thursday. We're super excited to be here this morning. Join our group, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team group. One of how the groups on Facebook say it each and every morning. Thank you on this glorious day for tuning in to the show. This is where you get your morning love. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Senny J, God bless you. Good to see you. The skin on the back of your neck is real clear right now. God bless you. And how are you?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have a great show for you today on this Throwback Thursday. We're going to have front page news with Senny J, where I will let you know what's going on locally, nationally, and globally, as well as all the latest and entertainment news. So you want to make sure you stick around for that. Morning, Miss Miko.
Good morning, Senny. Good morning, Shawn. Good morning, chat room members. Everyone out there on YouTube and all of our affiliates. It feels so good to be here on this Throwback Thursday. It's your girl, Miss Miko. I will be bringing you Miss Miko's tips today. Right now in Bethlehem, PA, the weather is 73 degrees and cloudy. There's a 20% chance of rain. The high will be 81. New York City, it is 72, and it's also going to be 81 degrees, cloudy all day. So you guys just get ready for a real dreary day. Mm-hmm. Stick with us. The only place on earth where you get your morning started right.
Place on earth where you get your morning started right. Senny, do me a favor, and then I'll let Miss Miko do it. You had that commercial real quick. I just want to read it real quick, and then we're going to get into the show for the big R&B throwdown on the July the 30th. And speaking of events, remember the IMO 831 South Delaware Drive, Eastern Pennsylvania, this Sunday. Matter of fact, I got some tickets for you, Miss Miko. This Sunday, y'all come on out and have a good time. They're super hilarious. Ray Gordon, the HBO Def Jam BET Comedy View will be in the building. Go ahead, Senny, real quick before we jump in this thing. God bless.
Yes, we want you all to come out Saturday, July 30th for an evening of soul. It's going to be hosted by Lenny Green down at the State Theater. That's on 15 Livingston Avenue, New Brunswick, New Jersey. It will be a beautiful evening featuring the likes of Eric Roberson, Avery Sunshine, and Kevin Ross. Make sure you get your tickets today. Doors open at 6. Showtime is at 7 p.m.
Well, thank you so much. So if you want to hear some smooth R&B, I think that's the place to be at, the State Theater down in Newark, New Brunswick. Thank you so much. Ms. Migo, good to see you. First, I just want to ask you before we get into our first story today, how are you? What's going on? How you been?
I'm well, Sean. Thank you for
What you
asking.
been up to for the last week?
I was down in the mountains of Tennessee last week.
Tennessee.
Yeah, Smoky Mountains.
What's going on there?
I went to a family reunion. It was my husband's family reunion, which was cool.
Is your husband and family's from Tennessee?
They're not. They just met at the cabins. The cabins are amazing, so they just decided to rent like a big, like it was like 15 bedrooms, and everyone just went down.
So no one's from Mississippi.
No one's from Tennessee.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tennessee. No one's
his
from
folk from West Virginia.
Oh, okay.
They from West Virginia.
Oh,
Yeah.
now
Is this like their first one, or they do it all the time?
They haven't done it in over 10 years,
Oh,
so this was
okay.
like a big deal.
Okay.
you know,
It's hard getting a family together.
yeah. Well, back in the day, the family reunion was a traditional. My family, we had it like not every year, but like every other year, or we used to do it. And the logistics with that, yeah, it's definitely has to be organized as a trip. And wait, before I get back to that, so Mike is from West Virginia.
His family, yeah.
Yeah, I've been to West Virginia, but Senny is literally about like 10 black people there.
Really, literally.
And Senny, West Virginia is.
Got all the meth.
It's nothing but, she said all the meth. Jesus
Not
Christ.
all
I didn't even
all
say,
the meth.
oh my God. She went there. I didn't want to go
I
there.
believe it.
They too.
Between
Senny.
there and the Midwest.
Senny, before we get into the family union expert thing, before we get into that and the news, Senny, I've been to West Virginia a few times to do comedy shows, and I got booked for comedy shows, and I was like, what am I doing down there? Is this for like white folks or black folks? But I knew the promoter was from Newark. He moved down there, so I said, I know this got to be for black folks. Senny, I left here and drove to West Virginia. Senny, it literally took me about 6 hours, 7 hours to get there.
8.
Yeah, right, 8 hours, Senny. And I went through Pennsylvania, wind up in Virginia, then I wind up in West Virginia, then back in Virginia, then back in West Virginia. Literally, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I went through Pennsylvania, Maryland, West Virginia, I think, and then you go into Virginia a little bit, and then you go back
to
into West.
Virginia.
Am I right? Right?
Yeah.
And you go back into West Virginia. Don't ask me. I don't know why. Maybe we need to look at a geographical
And
map.
did you know West Virginia is not west of Virginia? It's just its own state. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
Did I know what?
That West Virginia is its own state. It's not west of the state of Virginia.
Of course I knew that.
Yeah.
Are you serious? What school did you go to, bro? Are you crazy? Thanks for sharing that. What? You thought it was what? West of Virginia? You thought it was in Virginia but west of it. Yo, you're bugging. Yeah, that hookah going to your brain right now.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's a whole state.
That is so funny.
That's hilarious. Let's put some laugh emojis in there for Miss Migo. Now, Senny.
That's okay, Miko. One
West
time I
of-
met a teacher.
Oh my God.
And she said, I told her, she was like, where are you from? And then I told her that I'm in Pennsylvania. And she was like, oh, I went over by there. She was like, she said something about Philly, but she was referencing like it wasn't in Pennsylvania. I forget what she said. And I was looking at this lady like, you a teacher? What is going on? So that's all right.
Pennsylvania and Philadelphia was two different states?
Yeah. Like the way she was referencing Philadelphia was like it was its own state.
right.
Like it wasn't in Pennsylvania.
Many people do.
I was like,
Well, if you're doing that, there's a problem.
exactly.
Well, but
she was a teacher.
I really appreciate your honesty. She really thought it was west of Virginia and part of Virginia, not a state. Yeah, it's a state.
See, Lynette Serrano said, me too, Tamiko. Thank you, Lynette.
What?
I'm not the only one.
Not Lynette, not
Yes.
Lynette.
You didn't know West
Thank
Virginia
you.
was a state?
Thank you.
What'd you think it was?
What? You thought it was west of Virginia?
Like people just call this area Virginia West Virginia? Yeah.
Right.
Come on,
Well,
y'all.
well, hey,
Yeah.
no. Well, you
Hilarious.
know what, Senny? It's okay. Some folks don't know, and that's why we're here to, each one teach one.
You know, there's South Carolina, North Carolina. There's not like a Carolina
Yeah,
state.
there's not. Only thing in Carolina that's Carolina is the Panthers that Cam Newton plays for. Okay, Carolina Panthers. Carolina has two states, North and South.
that's so funny. How old were you when you were thinking this?
This was just today, City. She just found this
was
out.
not
Were
today.
you- were you
when
today years
I went
old?
with him 12 years ago. That was the first time I found out. I was like, we're not in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
He was like, go back to sleep.
Well, there might be somebody else that didn't know as well. You learn something new every day.
Every day. Look at that. Carry on with your story, Shawn.
That's what he said. There's nothing in West Virginia, so much so that people
Well,
don't know it's its own
That is
state.
there.
Well,
yeah.
hold
Except
on.
meth. It's meth.
No. So, Cindy.
Not Lynette said, and her brother lived there.
Oh, my
Girl.
God.
Oh, my God, Lynette.
Let's clap for Lynette and her honesty.
Thank you, Lynette. I appreciate that.
Cindy. Interesting fact about West Virginia. I went there twice, like I said, to do these shows. I can't remember the town, though. I got to look back on it. Cindy, you leave Pennsylvania. You're going, like, towards Baltimore. You're going that way.
Right.
You're hooking to Maryland somewhere. I don't know how you get in there, right?
Top of Maryland, off 81.
There she go. Thank God now you know that you're in West Virginia. And then City, for some reason, you jump right into West Virginia for some weird reason. Then you jump right, 10 minutes later, you jump right out of it. Now you're in Virginia. And you're in Virginia for a little while, then you jump back in West Virginia. City, when you jump back into West Virginia, guess what?
What?
You are literally driving downhill about 100 miles.
Oh, my goodness.
You are driving at least 2.5 hours down into a valley. You are on the top of a mountain, whatever these mountains are called. Right, Miss Migo?
Yeah. It's serious.
And Cindy.
It sounds really pretty.
No, Cindy, there's nothing out there. And then when you get down to the bottom of this valley, they go town. I can't remember the town. That's the town I went. I was in there. And then they have the Charleston. I think that's is that the capital? Charleston.
I don't know. They from Beckley, West Virginia.
Beckley. I think I was there.
The
Cindy.
capital of West Virginia?
I think it's Charleston. I think it's Charleston.
That sounds like South Carolina.
That sounds like South Carolina. Yeah.
Charleston.
Charleston.
Wait, I know the capital because we used to do the states and capitals. And we did the same
Oh,
thing.
it's Charleston.
Thank you. I keep telling y'all, man, stop messing with your boy, bro.
Okay, Shawn.
Been around these streets.
You storing all that up in there. Okay.
Cindy, what's the capital of Delaware? Okay, let me move on. And don't look at your phone.
Andover.
Andover. What's the capital of Delaware, Miss Miko?
Dover.
Okay, the capital of Delaware is Dover. I think it's right. I think she's right. Damn, Cindy. Cindy, capital of New Jersey.
It's Trenton.
Oh, well, let's clap.
Good job.
I know a lot of them.
Capital of
I
Maryland,
just-
Cindy. Capital of Maryland, Cindy. Jay.
It's not Baltimore.
Okay, Baltimore. What you say, Miss Migo?
I don't know. I never thought.
It's Annapolis.
I never
Oh,
heard of
yeah,
that.
that's right.
Look it up just in case I'm not right.
That is right.
Cindy, capital of Ohio.
Oh, I know that. Is Dayton. It's not Dayton.
No. Miss Miko, capital of Ohio.
Columbus.
Right.
Columbus.
That's not. I just hear Dayton.
Capital of Illinois, Cindy J.
Is I don't know. I know. I just have to think about it.
What is it? Capital of Illinois, Cindy J.
Think about the Simpsons.
Wait a minute,
Where
Miss
are they
Miko.
from?
You
I don't
thought
think
West
that's right either.
Virginia
That's
was
Springfield.
Capital Illinois.
That is the capital.
Oh, knock it off, Tamiko. You thought West Virginia was part of Virginia 3 minutes ago.
Listen, I know certain things, but I just didn't know that. That I didn't know.
It's been a long time.
Capital of
It
Alabama,
used to
Cindy
be
J.
a
Capital of
song.
Alabama.
I don't remember.
Now,
City don't want to play no more.
well, she haven't played in over a year. Trust me.
I don't.
7. She hasn't played in 7.
Thinking about it.
She haven't played in 7. It's Montgomery, Alabama, Cindy J. Capital of Texas, Cindy J.
Oh, I know that.
Which one?
That is that's Austin.
Good.
Good job.
Miko, capital of Florida.
Oh, I know that one.
I don't know.
You know that one. It's easy.
It's not Miami. That's the part. I don't know.
It's Tallahassee.
Tallahassee.
Damn.
I never would have guessed
Okay,
that.
I'll tell you what. Miss Miko, capital of Georgia. Don't-
Atlanta.
The capital is not Atlanta.
It's not Atlanta.
No, the capital is Atlanta, CJ. And she didn't know that. She just said it because she go to Atlanta all the time. See, and that's a shame, man. And I understand. Now, we live in the world now. Nobody gives a F about that. I get it. Miss Miko, capital of North Carolina.
You can give an F about these United States.
Yeah, whoa, watch your mouth.
Charlotte,
I do.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Capital of Virginia. I do give a damn about this country.
Why?
Because I live
Don't
here.
give
I'm
a
all
damn
good with
about
it. I don't
you.
care. I don't care. They did right by me. I've been to a lot of countries in this world, and I don't want to go over there and live there.
What countries you been to?
I've been to a lot, at least 20 of them. Senny, and you haven't been to 20 countries.
Please name some of them.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, that's a
I've
lot
been
of countries.
I've been to Mexico.
Okay.
I've been to Canada.
Okay.
I've been to all the countries in the Caribbean.
Those sound like pretty North American to me.
I'm just saying, like,
those
what
are
countries
too,
you been to?
Too foreign.
What countries you been to?
But a lot of those still
What
have the
country
same
have you been to, bro?
I'm just saying.
What country have you been to?
cultural
This is a woman
experiences?
that just left the country last year and went one place. Now, back to what I was saying.
I'm not repping the U.S.
Okay,
though.
I'm repping the U.S. Miss Miko, you was in Tennessee. What's the capital of Tennessee? You was just there.
Why are you picking on me?
I'm not
Right?
picking on him. It's actually a question.
Let me see. Nashville.
Yeah.
Is it Nashville?
I don't know. I
Or
think so.
Nashville and Memphis. Memphis is the
Well,
home of the first
let's
48.
take a look real quick.
I think it's Nashville.
All
I think it's Nashville.
right, so Senny, check this out. I drive down there, right, and I do the show. I'm driving
You're driving down the mountain.
down the mountain, Senny,
Into a valley.
literally into a valley, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do. What's the name of the town he's from?
Beckley.
I think that's the town I was in, Beckley.
They had like Red Star 1 and Blue Star 2. That's how
Nah, they just had a bunch of black folks there.
Yeah, Beckley.
And you went all the way down to the bottom of a canyon, right? Down to the bottom, and the town was there, right?
I don't remember.
Okay.
That was 12 years ago.
I think that was the town I was in. And Senny, guess what? I do the show. It was a great show. It was a neighborhood show.
Right.
Wasn't no producers there. It was none of that.
Right.
It was just the locals, and a lot of folks that lived in New Jersey moved out there for some strange reason.
Yeah.
Senny, I get up
Okay.
in the morning after the show, all right? And I wanted to leave early because it's like Tamiko said, like an 8-hour drive all the way out there. It's a long drive.
Well, you were gonna turn around and go home?
Yeah, no. I did the show. Wanted to leave early.
Oh, so you drove in and did the show?
I drove both ways. It was horrible. It was
but the same day you drove in, you did your show.
I did the show and I spent the night. They gave me a hotel room. I spent the night, right?
Wow.
And I wanted to leave the first thing in the morning because I know it took all these 8 hours to drive. I didn't want to take all the whole day driving, so I wanted to leave at 4 o'clock in the morning. At least I get home before noon, right?
Right.
Senny, I talked to the hotel manager about it. He goes, listen, you can't leave here in the middle of the night.
No street lights.
I said, what? He said, sir, you can't leave here in the middle of the night because once you drive up the mountain, it's so much fog that you're not going to be able to see.
Yeah.
I go, get out of here. But you know what I did, Miss Miko? I took his suggestion. I said, okay, I can't leave at 4. Senny, I left at 6. Now the sun is about to come up. You know, it's that twilight transition time.
Yeah.
Senny, I think about 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock. Senny, I start driving up this mountain. Now the sun is starting to come out. Senny, you know I couldn't even see 20 miles up the road.
Yeah, the fog is thick.
Senny, it was so much fog. I don't know how these people live in this thing. There's so much fog in West Virginia, Senny J, that you can't drive in the middle of the night. Leaving this particular area, heading back towards this way, going up this mountain. What's the mountain range over there in West Virginia, Miss Miko?
I'm going to tell you in a minute.
There's big mountains over there. I want to say, I want to say the Appalachian Mountains.
Appalachian Mountains.
I said
Yeah.
that. Yeah, see.
And
Give
the Blue
it
Ridge
to me again.
Mountains.
Give it to me again.
You got to go
Give it to
on.
me again. Give it to me again. Hold on. Ma.
Oh, please. The
Ma.
Appalachians.
Yeah.
The Appalachian Mountains
All right.
run really
hold
far.
on a second. Let me put. Hold on.
Yeah,
Everybody.
it says that
It's Appalachian. Wait a minute, everybody.
We have part of the Appalachian Trail up here.
Yeah.
it extends 550 miles.
Exactly. Everybody, just real quick before we go on the show. My mother's on the phone. Let's clap for Mama Harvey.
Hi, Mama Harvey. Good morning.
Hold on a second.
I just want to say good morning to the crew. Good morning, good morning. I love you all. Happy 4th of July. And I was in Jersey to a wedding. I spent overnight, and we had a beautiful time. And I'm exhausted today. I'm laying here in the bed just watching the show. God bless you all, and I love you.
Oh, we love you too,
Mama Harvey.
Well-
Thanks for calling.
Well, God bless you, Ma. We really appreciate you. Let's clap for my mother.
Love
Jesus
you
Christ.
all. Take care, son. I'll talk to you later.
All right, I'll call you after the show.
Love you
See?
all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, there you go. All right. All right. God bless. Okay.
All right.
All right, everybody. All right. That's Mama Harvey on the phone.
So sweet.
God bless. 90 years old. God
I
bless.
love her.
My family had a big wedding over the last couple of days, and she attended. So, shout out to Jillian and her new husband. God bless. Now, Senny, I go up this mountain, Senny. I'm driving literally 20, 30 miles. I can't see, and the sun's up.
Right.
The sun is up.
Is there any other cars on the road, or it's just
There
you?
was just maybe 2 or 3 other cars.
Okay.
So I'm glad, even though technically I should have left at 7. I should have left when the sun is up. I still really didn't listen to this guy. I left at twilight.
Right. Dusk.
So shout out to the folks that live in West Virginia. Now it's funny, ironic that my mother called. Yeah,
In the Appalachian Mountains.
That's what
Appalachian
your
Mountain.
story was.
yeah.
That was a sweet phone call, Senny.
No, she's talking about my
No,
story.
I'm talking about his story.
Yeah.
Oh,
That you just wanted to tell us how you drove through the clouds?
pretty much.
What's wrong with that?
He's serious.
So don't be listening to Shawn.
When the last time you drove in West Virginia?
Because I'm waiting for something to happen.
It didn't
Nope,
happen.
nothing happened. That's
Okay.
Nothing
it.
happened. Just trying to tell you that if you go through West Virginia, don't drive in the middle of the night because there's too much fog out there. And you don't want to take this valuable information. That's why if you go out there,
Oh my
I don't want to prevent
God.
you from driving off the road.
Oh my God.
Since you want to add on to the story.
Oh, please. That is okay, Shawn. Well, thank you for that.
Thanks for sharing.
I was waiting for something else.
Well, damn.
Okay, I'll take that.
Now, you okay? Now, Miss Miko, back to the. What's wrong with her?
Because you're just gonna be like, okay, let's Miko now
Back to the story. Go ahead.
No, what were you gonna ask Miko now that you told me your story?
What
Sorry,
is
go
wrong with
ahead.
her?
No, it's just it was killing me. Sorry.
I think there's something wrong with you to this morning.
No, there's
So now, it's about the family reunion.
Yeah.
Which is funny. It's ironic that my mother called. You know, back in the day, they had these family reunions, or we used to go down south, Senny J, in Alabama. We used to go in the car. My father had this big ass 1969 Buick Electra, a 2-door. It looked like a funeral, one of those what they
Look like a
caskets,
boat.
like big giant cars back in those days. And Senny,
A
we
hearse.
used to,
That's what they call them, a hearse.
and it was a hearse.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they call a funeral car.
Yeah, it hurts her. And Senny, you okay? Senny's still on the West Virginia thing.
Yeah, she is.
Fix your face, bro.
I'm listening intently down on what you
Senny's like, where's the punchline? I'm waiting for it.
Okay. And before we get into the news, and we used to have these get, like, it wasn't a getaway. I think it was something mandatory, Senny J, as family, for my particular family. We used to go to the South every summer, and we would stay at my grandmother's house and my Aunt Mary's house, and we would go down there as kids, and we would be excited about that. And then every other year, whatever it was some kind of larger family reunion kind of thing, and everybody was all, looking at your uncles and your aunt like these were some mystical, magical gods.
Yeah.
As a child, which you're supposed to, it's appropriate. And then I think when folks got older, like, I don't think in my family, the family reunion wasn't the family reunion like it was. And I think the last major get-together we had, my grandmother had passed away. God bless her. May she rest in peace. She was 109 when she passed away. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And there was a lot of folks that came by. So it was sort of like a funeral and a family reunion kind of combined together. That's just my opinion. But the traditional family reunion that Tamiko just was involved with her husband, do we even do those things anymore? Because I don't remember the last major family reunion, or because of the internet or social media. Like, I think you could do these things online. Now, the traditional family reunion. Now, when the last time your family had this get together, Miss Miko?
Well, it was 12 years ago. The last
12
time
years
we
ago.
did it. Yeah.
See? So that's many seasons. Cindy J, have your family ever had a family reunion?
Well, my mom's side of the family is very small because it was just my mom and my uncle. So we were, of course, more close to my mom's side of the family, and, you know, we always got together. My dad's side of the family, you know, we have a really big family. A lot of them, you know, are still in Trinidad, and then because my dad, he has 6 sisters and a brother. So there's 8 of them. And they're all, you know, pretty spread out. So we haven't had a real family reunion. I mean, back in the day, we always used to, when my grandma was alive, my aunt was taking care of her in Queens in the house. So a lot of people used to make, you know, they used to make their way over to Queens, you know, for Christmas, Thanksgiving. So that's where I met a lot of my family. But when she died, you know, people start coming less and less. So they planned a family reunion, and I was really excited about it because they were actually going to do it in Trinidad. So they got a big, you know, they started a Facebook group. Mm-hmm. They started telling everybody, like, asking us, like, what do you want to do when you get there? They were, and, you know, my older cousins, they were putting it together. I was excited about it. We were saving for it, everything.
Right.
Then drama happened, and like my one cousin that was planning it and like our second cousin, like they got into it about something, and then, you know, it just all unraveled, and then we didn't do anything, and that was it.
No family reunion?
No family reunion. And I think it was going to be like one of our first ones.
So you never experienced the family reunion, really?
No, I never experienced like getting the T-shirts made and, you know, playing kickball
and
with everybody.
You was excited about this?
I was, because I was like, oh, I'm going to get to go to Trinidad, see all my other family. Because, you know, I'm really big on family.
And this was, you said this was in Trinidad?
Yeah.
And y'all always going to go down there?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, I am too, because and then.
I don't know what story's worse, my West Virginia story or this one.
So we had a Facebook group, right? And I, you know, because I'm hearing the story from, like, you know, getting driblets from like different people in the family, because I'm like, what happened? Like, do we still make a deposit? Like,
you know,
nobody's saying anything.
Cindy,
right?
You haven't had a driblet in a minute.
So I find out all this stuff that they're not gonna be doing it, and so I like wrote in the Facebook group, and I was like, hey, are we gonna try and do this?
They said no.
I had like one cousin I had never met before like it.
And that was it. What was the name of the family Facebook group?
It was called Jacob Ferrari. That's the other side of the family reunion.
Miss Miko, damn. If you could classify that grade 8 neighbor-ish. No doubt.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, I thought we were better than this.
Yeah, that's.
I don't even know half
that
the
happens
people.
to everyone. Senny.
And I'm over here talking about we better than this.
You was ready. You had Vaseline on the kid's face, ready to pack the bags. You was gone. You was out. You was ready to represent,
this
right?
was some years ago. Yeah, the kids were little. I don't even think I was gonna bring the kids. I don't know how that was working out. But
Miss Miko, have your yeah, of course, Mike is your family, of course, through marriage, no doubt. But have your side of the family had a?
We do it every year. My family does it every
year.
Yeah.
What they say in chat room?
Princess.
Princess. He said kickball. They don't do that in Trinidad. Whatever, Princess. I was gonna get it started. Okay.
Yeah. So you was gonna be like the chairperson of the activity committee for the Jacob Ferrari.
Ferrari.
Ferrari
Yeah,
debacle that never happened because
crazy.
neighbor-ish got involved?
Yeah, but
Okay.
you know when
Nah.
you see pictures of what family reunions are.
So-
we didn't get to do none of it.
So Miss Miko, wait a minute. You guys get together every year?
Yeah,
What
my
they say?
mom's
Hold on, wait a
side.
minute. What else they saying? Wait.
Princess is a
What,
mess.
what is?
It was Lee.
He said one of them cousins messed up that money.
Uh,
That's how there you go.
No, he said how you gonna show up to a family reunion without your kid?
Right, that's hilarious. I missed that one. That's right. That's funny. Cindy, do you think that before we
They
get into
barely know me. They don't.
Cindy, do you
They
think
don't need to know the kids.
Cindy,
No, I think it was like a money
and
thing.
put a number one in the chat room if you have family reunions or have ever had one. Cindy, I think the members in the chat rooms, the Princess or Lee is right. You think it might have been like a money problem because somebody got to hold that money. You got to have a treasury, and it's sort of like having a committee when you do these
That
things.
was the drama that happened with Mike's family reunion. Was something like that with the money because we started with over like 200 people. And when we got there, it was like 70. We had 3 houses, and then when we got there, it was 1 house, and it was the whole thing with the money.
What happened with the money?
They was accusing people of buying cars and all kinds of.
What do you mean buying cars?
Because it was a lot of money.
See?
They had like a susu going on type
Oh
thing.
my
Like everybody
God.
pooling the money.
But nobody wanted to pay. Everybody was going to Basan to pay. Then they didn't want to pay.
Oh,
Right.
well, thank you for your transparency. So, so there was issue with this one that just happened that you just came from?
Yeah.
Right. So, see, that's what I'm saying. I think that, Cindy J, hear me out. I think
No,
that,
it wasn't.
no, Cindy, hear me out. I think that when families get together like this, and especially the times that we live in today with the polarization of everyone, nobody cares, that when we have a get-together with more than 7 people, a family reunion could be 5 to 10 people. I think we need an outside arbitrator, somebody in accounting, hire somebody
In accounting.
like hire the like Leslie Jacobs from the Jacob Agency, the Lady Diamonds. Hire somebody like that to organize the family reunion. It shouldn't be no one in the family because you don't know what you're getting into with people's lives and their financial situation. Here, all these cousins giving all this money, and then the money's missing and everything's canceled, or you're getting in these fights. And where's the refund? You just said in your story, where do I still? The thing's over. She still want to send a deposit somewhere.
No, yeah, we were working with
She was
somebody.
thirsty to get with this family.
We had somebody that we were working with as far as like the package or whatever, but I think it was an internal like argument. Like it was something that had happened between them a while ago, and I guess like in the planning, like it came back up again. It was like some family drama that I wasn't privy to.
Yeah, but
I wish I would have known.
But you know what? Even right.
still
But even
don't know.
but damn, that's horrible. You know, you're going to need a first 48 detective. But what I'm saying is, even if that's the case, these two people should recuse themselves from that. They shouldn't be involved, especially if they got beef with each other. It should be somebody outside the family or 2 people in the family that don't have beef, that see the common goal in this, getting the families together. The 2 people that were involved and in charge of the finances of the Jacob Ferraro, whatever that was, it wasn't about getting the family together. It was about that ongoing beef that none of us know about, including yourself. Now, Miss Migo, how do y'all get together every year? How does that work?
It's just been an ongoing thing. My brother he used to live in the Poconos. He had a huge house in the Poconos. So it started.
We all did, Miss Migo. We all did. We all did.
So that's where it started. And now he moved to Nazareth. So he just continues the tradition. So
Right. So everybody just come to his crib.
Yeah.
So it's like a sort of low maintenance kind of event as far as monies,
Right.
like financing.
Right.
It's just like, yo, on the 15th, everybody come through.
Yeah.
Bring what you can, and that's what it is.
Yep.
Let's clap for that.
I mean,
Yeah.
Is anybody in the chat room? Guys in the chat room, do you guys have continuous family reunions? And I guess
it's supposed to be like every
It's
5
supposed to
or
be-
10 years, right?
I think it should be every 3 to 5 years. You can't do it every year.
Every 3 to 5 years.
I think it should be every day. But do folks have the tradition? Because you don't see it online. You don't see it on social media.
We did. We had T-shirts and everything. We had T-shirts.
You did?
Shot glasses. Like
I didn't see that.
They went out. It's on Mike's page. He did a whole. Like,
Mike has Facebook?
Yeah.
I don't know. Am I friends with Mike? Mike, send me a friend request, bro.
I
it was
have
nice.
a friend that goes to her family reunion. They do it like every 5 years.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone in the chat room, are you guys involved in a family reunion? Do you guys, I don't, my family, I believe we haven't had a family reunion. But then maybe there's but what's the term of a family reunion? Is this something where everybody goes to someone's house and there's more than 10? Maybe that could be the reunion for the day, or is it more organized? Like
no, it's all the extended family together. So I think it's from like your grandparents down. Right. And then everybody come, you wear a shirt, you talk about who you are. You usually have like a meet and greet like when you first get there.
Right.
That's what we were going to do. We were going to do it on the beach. It's going to be fun.
Oh my God.
Sonny, I think you should pick up the torch and plan this family reunion, Sonny. Get it going again.
Miss Migo, the last family reunion I had
and me and my dad aren't even cool like that, so I don't even know.
Miss Migo, the last family reunion we had, I can't remember. I think we was in Atlanta. I think maybe my mother can help me with this.
How long ago was this, Shawn?
This is my kids were babies. I had all my kids with me, no baby mothers.
Oh my
God. Not one in sight.
Yo, not a baby mother in sight. So let us know if you still have a traditional family reunion, which extends to everyone that Senny's talking about. Go ahead,
Vanetta said her family day is usually August 6th.
Oh.
Dira said her family always has a reunion in North Carolina the first weekend in August.
Every year?
Is it every year, Dira? She says always.
Damn, I wish I had that.
That's nice.
John Greer said, I'm antisocial. Has your family ever had
John, I'm not surprised, John.
Has your family ever had a family reunion, John?
Yeah, but still in all, that's the times we live in today. They know, is the family reunion still a family reunion? It's kind of maybe acceptable for someone like John to say, yo, we don't do that. Some families just don't do it.
Danielle Williams says her immediate family and best friends do family day night at her sister's house. Board games, spades, food, music, liquor. That's nice.
I think I should start a Harvey family.
Yeah,
family
Shawn,
thing.
why you're newly married? Why don't you have a family reunion? Get everybody, go down that. Where you gonna do it in Alabama? Where's the most of your older family?
Good question, see. They're spread out.
Well, would you do it for your mom or your father's side? Because I think that makes a difference too.
I don't know anybody on my father's side, so it's definitely gonna be on my mother's side.
So then maybe you should do a family
But
reunion on your dad's side.
I don't know nobody on my dad's side. Cindy.
Yeah,
it's that type of relationship, bro.
That's what's going on.
Cindy, I couldn't Google nobody on my. I can't tell you. If my father had another son and he walked by me, I wouldn't know. Now, maybe
it would be good to reunion with them.
I don't want to know no new. What they say? No new friends. No new. I don't want to know.
Okay, so we're gonna do your mom's side family reunion. This is gonna be your mom.
No, I was more talking like just my family, like my broken blended family, starting from me, and like my kids, and do we? I got to add others.
I guess you could do that, but
because it's gonna be a very dysfunctional family reunion.
But you're gonna have to invite at least your sister.
Yeah, my sister, my mother. Yeah, you're right. I can start mom, sister. Yeah, it starts from there.
Yeah,
grandma, mother. The children, right? That's traditionally family reunion, right?
Yeah.
And then the grandkids, right?
Yeah.
Grandkids, yeah.
So that's the nucleus of the family reunion, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Grandparents, the kids, and then their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then who's next? The cousins? Like, how does that work?
Cousins, aunties,
yeah, your cousins, because that would be your sister and your. Well, you don't have a brother, but your sister's kids.
I don't have a brother. I don't.
Your sister's kids. And then, I don't know, some people invite their significant other. You know what I mean? I don't think, if they have any kids, but you know, you'll probably have them come in.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk to my mother, and I'm gonna talk. This is what Mike's. Look at this, Senny. They had the big giant like reality.
House.
The
house
reality
was
show
crazy.
house. You
I
gotta
had
see.
a swimming,
I love
indoor
Oh, they
swimming
got
pool
all
in the
kind-
house.
Oh
in a
man,
movie
they have
theater.
all. Look at. Well, here's. I don't want to show it. Can I show it on
You
there?
can show it on them.
All right. Oh my God, they had a whole thing. Grandma, everybody.
They had a time last night.
Oh, man,
You got. Did it start over?
They had a time.
Of course she's gonna. Of course she's gonna put it on a story. Look, guys, this is Tamiko, Mike Dixon, and Tamiko and the whole fam. They got the big giant rental house.
Yeah, it was
Cost them
crazy.
about $2,500 to $3,000.
No, it was more than that.
It cost about $7,000.
A little more than that.
It was 10. Oh, whatever, Tamiko.
It was more than that.
Little 10
Because you had all those people
a little
in there.
70 people, 10 stacks. That's $75 per person. So knock it off. And knock it off. She said a little more than that. 10 stacks, 300 of them in there. $48 each. What else? What they say in the chat room? So, so Senny, before we go into the show, so I think for me, just to be realistic with this, right? With my family, say a family reunion, start off with something light. I have a small family, right? My kids, right? My sister's kids, right? Right? My mother, right? And all others meet like somewhere, like
Do a
at a
cruise.
restaurant, like.
Do a cruise. Make it easy.
Oh yeah.
You should just do
Wait,
it on a cruise.
wait. Hold, hear me out. Before we level up like that, let's just say to get together that allows everyone's schedule to coincide with each other.
Okay.
So just to kind of start off light, to have go for me, like say it's under 20 people for me, Miss Miko.
Okay.
So I'll just say we can all go to, let's just say like the Apollo Grill. Let's just throw that out there, Senny. Or the Indigo Lounge. and we could sit there, 20 people in a restaurant, maybe talk about doing something else, but would that constitute that being a family reunion?
I would say yes.
I mean, yes, because
Yeah.
you're all together, but
And you don't see each other on a regular basis.
So would that
say
be-
yes.
that's
would
not
that
like
be-
a family reunion. Family
What-
reunions are supposed
what-
to be like
With
for the-
kickball?
Yeah,
It's supposed to be electric
like,
slide.
yeah, it's supposed to be like at least I think like a weekend. Like it's to spend time.
I understand
with each
that.
other.
I understand that. But isn't it levels to it? Like, can we get together first and then
That's
plan
like,
that? Or
that's a mini family reunion.
A micro family reunion.
That's like what people do like when somebody dies.
Oh no, I don't.
I
think
mean-
so. That's not like a repass, Senny.
I mean, but that's usually what it is.
But
And
what
everybody's
is a
there
family
together.
reunion though?
They're
What-
all together. They're eating, and then they usually just leave.
So
and
what
they
about-
reminisce about the good times?
So
blah.
what? Okay, so then hear me out there. So what
So it's
about
kinda
like
like
someone like
And then they say,
all right, say what about someone before we got to move on with it? What about what Dara Jackson just said? Right? Then she say that there was a particular date that her family gets together.
yeah.
Is that on that one day or is that a weekend? Right?
It's probably a weekend because if people are traveling,
Okay.
so it's probably like a weekend. People
Guys
are
in the chat
traveling.
room, you have family reunion? What is it?
It was a spider.
Okay. What are they saying in the chat room? Oh, Jesus Christ, we got to take a quick break. God bless. They ain't saying nothing?
John Greer said that he's crashing with popcorn the next time.
Should we put a number one chat room where we should bring back the traditional family reunion? Put a number 2 if nobody gives a damn.
I think we should because a lot of the kids don't know the other generation. A lot of kids
Do
don't
they-
know their cousins.
Do these kids care anymore?
They should.
Do they care about?
Because
Do we
the
care
older
about
generation's
cousins?
dying out, like the younger ones,
But they
don't
don't.
know nothing.
But Miss Miggle, I don't think folks care anymore. The social media and the internet has destroyed families like this. Do you think cousins really care about cousins the way we care about cousins? Like my cousins, I love my cousins.
My cousins.
My cuz, I love them. I know them. We grew up together. Cousins, the families are too blended today for cousins to love each other, and I'm guilty of that as well. What about the old school cousins? Cindy, do you know any of your cousins? No.
What? Yes, I do. And I'm actually thankful for. I mean, the ones you really know are the ones that you grew up with.
Right.
If your parents, if they're close, if your parents are close with their brothers and sisters, you're gonna know your cousins.
Of course.
And those are the ones you usually see like all the time.
Right.
But there are the other extended family, either of the parent that has a bigger family or ones you've never met. You're not gonna know those ones, but you always know like your core cousins. You know that your parents are around. If your parents are getting together with your brothers and sisters, then you know you're gonna have that. So.
Senny, let me ask you.
But I think social media, I'm thankful for it because there are cousins that I want to meet. Actually, it was so funny that Miko said she was in Tennessee because I have some in Tennessee that I do want to meet, and we talk all the time online, and we're like, oh, you know, we keep saying we need to get together so our kids can get together too.
Senny, do you think that the family reunion, and actually this is well, Miss Amigo, do you think that also could be a time to make amends with warring members of families, sort of like with Senny J with her two cousins? You think because there are families that have brothers and sisters that don't speak to each other, right? Or for whatever reason.
That is not the time, Sean. Family reunions for fun and laughs and giggles. It is not the time to get serious. Absolutely not.
You don't think that it might be a time and a place for maybe the two family warring?
No.
No?
No.
All right. I'll tell you what. Senny, we're going to take a 30-second break. Guys, I'm going to play my old rap album.
Oh, my God.
Since it's a Throwback Thursday.
Here we go.
I'm the only one in here that made a rap album. The album was horrible. The song was horrible.
The beat was horrible.
The beat was horrible. Whatever. My song went family. Only my family bought it. We'll be right back. Senny, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Ghetto life ain't what it seems. It's a different kind of country with no king or queen, no president, no ruler, and no congress. Seems to beat your fellow man, that's how you gain progress. Now you scramble or gamble to get what you need. Throwing dice, selling drugs so you can achieve. Try your best, do anything just to keep living and getting more out of life than you thought you was getting.
Ghetto. That song's horrible. That's me, guys, when I was 17. No money. All right, we are all right. Whatever. I know it's a horrible song, but whatever. I made it. All right, so we're back. CJ, it is a shout out to my man Easy L. 6 minutes after I welcome back, Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Wake up team, only place on earth where you get your morning started. So, all right, Miss Miko and Senny J, thank you so much for tuning in. Senny, let's get into some news. Yeah, cousins are not cousins the way they used to be. I don't think so.
I think
You don't hear about no cousin movements. I don't hear cousin movements online or social media. I don't see no hashtags with cousins. I think us older folks, we really cherish our cousins as, loving members of our family comparison today. And that's one of the reasons why with the blended family, Senny J. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and I was a part of that movement too. So cousins, let's bring back cousins, man. Hashtag cousins. Let's bring that back. Because there's no cousins out here in these streets no more.
Sean,
There's not the traditional first cousin no more.
there is. I think you.
There's
just
no
don't.
first cousins
I
out here
think you
because there's
just
too many
don't.
baby fathers like
I
myself. And they
still
got a lot
hang
of
out with my
blended.
cousins though. With my
Let's
first
bring these cousins back.
I love my
You're
cousins.
ridiculous.
I do too, but I'm saying right now the way the cousin movement is moving in these streets right now, it's not a good look. You don't hear that. No cuz. They use cuz as a term of endearment. That's not a cousin.
That's true. That's true. I didn't know that.
City, what's going on in the freaking news since we found out Miss Miko thought West Virginia was part of the west side of Virginia?
I did.
Right. That's fine. In
God
the
bless.
news right now, sorry.
You okay?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes. Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, has been sentenced to probation and electric monitoring for failure to register as a sex offender. I don't know if you guys remember. I was talking to you this a little bit ago. He was having problems. They kept going back to court because they were trying to say that he couldn't, because he is on parole, I believe, and he was trying to wait out his time at at Nicki's mansion, and they were trying to say like, nah, they don't want him to stay there. So he was like in and out of court, and they had like some witness tampering stuff going on. But right now he was sentenced to 3 years probation and 12 months of electric monitoring for failing to register as a sex offender for an incident that took place in 1994. The U.S. Attorney's Office also notes that he was ordered to pay a $55,000 fine for the crime. Kenneth Petty was arrested in March of 2020 following his indictment. At the time, however, he reportedly pleaded not guilty and posted a $100,000 bail. He pleaded guilty in September and faced a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison and a lifetime of supervised release. Authorities had discovered that Petty was not registered as a sex offender in his new state of residence in California after he was pulled over by the Beverly Hills Police Department on November 15th of 2019. The requirement came after he was convicted of first-degree attempted rape of a 16-year-old in 1995. He was sentenced to 18 to 54 months in prison, but only spent 4 behind bars. He is reportedly a level 2 registered sex offender in New York. So he was supposed to, carry that back over. So I guess that's what he's going to be doing now. I don't know how long he has to keep this ankle monitor on for, but I think that, I mean, whatever. I think that it's good, but I don't think it's a good look for Nicki. People were talking about her at the Essence Fest that just passed, saying she looked a little thick, speculating if she's possibly pregnant.
Oh, is she expecting?
So that might be, I don't know, maybe they're making babies over there. So we'll see. For that, Kenneth Petty, you are a sex offender, so just keep yourself registered.
Just stay registered and stay out of trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Hey, buddy.
He thinks he's in California now. He don't got to do none of that other stuff.
Right. You're a sex offender in this country. Maybe in Belize you're not, but here you are. You got to take your paperwork with you, my friend. When you leave one country, state, you go to the next state, you know what you have to do. You have to register because you're nasty. And, of course, it's also political as well in a sense. Local and state governments, that's an easy payday for them. He's married to, who's married to again?
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. Come on now. This girl she's worth millions of dollars. So they're going to fine him. They got the money to pay it. So they're going to make them a quick, we said 50,000, whatever it was, Senny? State of California. 55,000. They're going to throw that in the coffee. That's for, street sweeping for a day in California. So they're gonna hit you with these fines, and you got to wear ankle bracelet. But you know what? It's appropriate, bro.
Yeah.
When you're a sex offender, we need to know where you live, where you at. No, you're nasty. We don't trust you. I don't care if it was some inadvertent, I made a mistake kind of thing. No.
Yeah,
we
I think
need to
according
find.
To him, it was a
what?
16-year-old, and he turned 18, and she was still 16.
It's still nasty. Still nasty. Still nasty.
Well, he raped her, so.
So that's right. Then there you go. And how long does he have to wear these? How long? When you're a sex offender, how long you got to stay a sex offender like that?
Forever.
Forever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's for life.
Good.
Yeah, forever.
That's good.
Reveal yourself.
Yep, that's good. We need to know who you are, my friend. And you're running around, driving around in California, living your best life, and then you get pulled over.
Yeah.
I'm surprised your license not suspended. Good job on that.
Right.
But when you move to another state, my friend, it's in the handbook.
Right.
Take your nasty ass and register.
Poor Nikki. I don't know what she thinking.
Poor
over
Nikki.
there. Yeah, what
Why?
is she thinking about?
Thinking about what?
She knew what it was when she married him.
Right. What
I
you
know.
saying poor for her? It's nothing poor for her. She know what it was. She know what it is.
No, I just mean like poor for her brand. Like I had high hopes for her, and she's just
What her,
ridiculous.
so what you doing? Yeah, that's true. You're gonna have to associate the husband with the wife. That's it. It's just
Yeah.
it's sad. It's sort of like Wendy Williams and Kevin. What's his name? Kevin Hunter. Sort of the same thing. Like they're connected to each other at the hip.
Yeah, she riding hard for him too.
She do look bugged out though. She looked like a young version of a twisted version of Shaka Khan.
Nikki?
Yeah, she got a pancake face with a Pinocchio nose.
Oh my God.
I would never smash her.
She
She
has-
looks.
she
She
has
might
been
have
looking
been.
crazy.
She got that Kylie Jenner, Bruce Jenner thing going. She
Her
has
face
a
does
weird
look
looking
tight.
face. Something
face
wrong
is
with that
tight.
face.
It's a
It's
wrong
a,
face.
it's a dab of Shaka Khan and Little Kim post op.
Oh God. Leave Kim out of this. Leave Kim out of this.
Oh
There's
man,
Megan and I's got a post op face. I don't
can't.
like that.
I can't wait to clip that. Now listen, this this is
You
what
haven't clipped nothing in a minute.
Brandy.
Remember those days when you used to have sex on a regular basis, Senny J? 18 seasons ago?
Wow.
Do you ever reminisce of that?
Cindy said,
Do you ever go
"Not
down
now."
memory lane of the seasons that you missed?
No,
Okay.
it's over.
Is shop closed? Vagina closed?
Yeah.
Is it? You surrendered? You're done?
Why is it a surrender?
'Cause you're giving
Just
up.
taking a little hiatus right now.
It's been 9
That's fine.
seasons.
It's on
It's
strike.
fine. No,
It's been before COVID.
It's living its best life. That's what she's doing. Okay.
God.
You don't always need something in there. Okay?
Jesus Christ,
Let
Cindy.
it breathe.
Senny, it's been closed for 19 seasons.
It says Brandy is
Tamiko
Brandy
don't have that
fans are
problem.
Brandy fans are coming out against Ray J. He recently debuted a tattoo that he got in honor of his sister, but it looks crazy as hell. Ray J has found multiple ways to honor his older sister, whom he has publicly showcased in the past to have a close relationship with. The list includes showing support during her professional gigs, dedicating various social media posts to her, and getting the singer's name tattooed on his body. On July 5th, Ray J took it a step further by getting a graffiti-designed portrait of Brandy's face permanently drawn on his leg. In the clip that he shared on Instagram, the Ray J gave fans a view of the process while playing Brandy's 1994 single "Best Friend." In addition to the video, Ray J said that his Brandy tattoo is one of the many to come. He explains in the caption that he plans to get his entire leg filled up with several items like music, love, scriptures, family, and positive words and themes, just to name a few.
That is horrible.
He put "new Brandy tattoo by one of the greatest" and tagged the person, "getting my whole leg tatted with music, love, scriptures, positive words, and themes. Real gothic like. The holy leg. It's gonna take a minute, but I got the best doing it. Stay tuned. Full leg tat. I had to start it with my best friend." Many mentioned how the image that Ray J selected of Brandy looked nothing like her. A couple of people went as far as to point out that the design on Brandy's face ruined the tattoo. They said, why they put all that on her face? Brandy is not a goon. Somebody said, "I know you lying. Why did he ruin her face like that? This ain't Brandy, that's Brandon." Somebody said, "As a sister, I'd be offended because what the F is that?" Somebody said, "Where's Brandy's face? That's not Brandy." So this is the picture.
Show Sean that picture. That thing is bad.
So
Before when she finished, Miss Miko, I want to hear your thoughts first before.
Sean, no, you got to take a look at this. He can't be serious.
and you know,
Guys.
Brandy and Ray.
This is already on his leg?
Yes.
Yeah, it's already on his leg.
That is horrible. Ain't no way.
I don't know. I don't know why he would do that. I guess it's going with the theme of what he wants the leg to look like. Brandy hasn't said anything. I'm gonna be keep looking to see if she says anything. They do have a really close relationship. It almost borderlines like, I don't know. It's
ahead.
really close.
Go ahead, Miss Miko. What's your thoughts?
I think Ray J is looking for attention, and I think Brandy is sick of him. Period. That's it. When he did that verses, she was like, "You didn't drink the tea that I made for you. Dad told me you were running around. You were smoking. You don't do anything I'll tell you to do." Like, I think Ray J just needs to hang it up and just have several seats. Go back to reality TV and do the thing with your wife and kids. Stop trying to be relevant.
All right, here's the deal. Thank God bless. I guess it must be exhausting for the people who work for this guy or be around him every day because he sucks all the oxygen out of the freaking room. Even air don't want to be around this guy.
It's too much.
I think he has a perverted mind and probably even touched his sister.
Oh my gosh, Sean.
I think they had some kind of weird kind of relationship. Senny's keeping it respectable. I'm saying this. I think this guy has done something sexually in his mind to this woman.
I think he sniffed her panties.
Now, for this freaking tattoo, sir, what's wrong with you? You're right, Mr. Miko. You want all this attention, my friend? How old are you? How old is he? Somebody need to smack you in your mouth, bro. Yeah. You need to wake up and smell the freaking coffee. What you should do is put a tattoo of some singing notes on your leg so you can learn how to sing again.
Facts.
You are putting yourself out there for the likes, bro. Maybe it works for you. And if it does, God bless you. But boy, can we take a Ray J break? Leave us alone, bro.
I guess
we can't take a break. We can't take a break from you. You bombed on stage, and now you got a tattoo making you. The tattoo actually does look like her without all the other.
No, it doesn't. They
tats inside of the it looks like a devilish kind of weird.
It looks crazy.
I get what the gothic thing you're trying to do, but bro, what's wrong with you, man? Like, leave your sister alone. She doesn't even like you, man. No. Ray J, I'm going to say this for you. Ray J, this is your boy Shawn Harvey. I'm going to say this right now. Ray J, I'm sorry to say this, and I was a fan of yours back in the day, man. I loved your movement. But Ray J, nobody likes you. Nobody. Nobody likes you because you come off clearly narcissistic, and you come off more personality than principle, young man. Listen, you're rich and you're famous, and it doesn't matter what I say, but I'm just giving you the perception, bro. It's just looking crazy out here in these streets. And what are you doing? Go back in the studio and sing, or stop singing. But don't put an ugly tattoo on your leg of your sister.
Or stop singing. Which one, Sean?
Sing or stop, but don't put a tattoo. It's already too late. You got the tattoo. Well, you can still change the tattoo. You got leg art. Like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with these tattoos? I got tattoos and I hate them.
It's for him. It's on his leg.
But he has would you agree that he has a perverted, weird relationship with that sister, bro? I am not putting a tattoo of my sister's face on my leg.
Hey, Pat.
And if I do that, somebody put me in the same cage they got Brittany Griner in.
What? Could you imagine?
If I walked in here with my sister's face on my leg, could somebody put me away ASAP?
That's what's up.
Well.
But no, I mean, it's like I get the sentiment. I want because I like.
Put your mother, your dog, a kid.
Your kids, right.
Not your sister, bro.
Yeah.
Not your sister. You nasty. You need to register too, bro.
It's weird.
Ray J, you need to register too, bro. Because you're nasty.
That is.
Senny, would you put your sister tattoo on your leg?
Absolutely not.
Miss Miko, would you put your brother's tattoo on? No.
Absolutely not.
Who does that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's just trying to capitalize off the fact of that whole versus thing. So he's trying to, while people are still talking about him, he's trying to...
You need to put some duct tape on that mouth. And stop having your little son out there. Making him looking crazy. He looking crazy too.
No, he looking at his dad like he's
crazy.
No,
he's not, because that dad gonna put that narc juice in little Ray J Jr.
Oh my God.
He's gonna be a pain in the ass too.
He gonna be a little pain in the ass.
You messed up, Sean. I'm sorry, Elon Musk. It is coming out that he quietly fathered twins with one of his executives weeks before he had his second child with singer Grimes. According to court documents, Elon Musk recently fathered twins with one of his top executives, Siobhan Zillis. The two reportedly welcomed their twins just weeks before Musk and Claire Boucher, who goes by Grimes, his partner at the time, welcomed their second child via surrogate. The timeline of Elon's dating history at the time is a little murky, but according to documents, him and Zillis may be occupying the same home. According to reports, this woman, Zillis, purchased a home in Austin, Texas, about 3 months before the twins were born. Musk reportedly listed the same home address in court documents. Siobhan currently serves as the Director of Operations and Special Projects for Neuralink, which is the interface implant company that Musk owns. She also serves as the youngest member of Musk's artificial intelligence research and deployment nonprofit, which is OpenAI. Musk has 2 children, Exa Dark and XAE. That's the name of his kids. With Canadian music singer Grimes. They reportedly called off their relationship in March, but she described their entanglements as fluid. She said, "There's no real word for it. I would probably refer to him as my boyfriend, but we're very fluid. We live in separate houses. We're best friends. We see each other all the time. We just have our own thing going on, and I don't expect other people to understand it." Which I think is kind of interesting, that we're just finding about these twins now, and the lady is so intertwined in his businesses. But yeah, I mean, I guess shout out to her. Her kids are gonna have a lot of money now.
She rich.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's that. So she just had the twins. But people are always talking about his other kids with Grimes, so maybe she just wanted to keep it on the low because she doesn't want people asking her about everything that's going on. And Elon Musk isn't looking very good in the news right now with everything that's going on in Tesla after him buying Twitter. Tesla stock is going down, and they are having multiple racial lawsuits going on down there. So at his Tesla warehouse in Texas. So he's got to get that under control, I think, first.
Okay. First of all.
So he has 4 kids now, I guess.
First of all, and I'm saying this to all the women on this earth. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, green. I don't care. You're going to yield to this money. The man's a billionaire. He could do what he want. If Harvey was a billionaire, I'd have 5, 6 kids running around here, though. And if I was a billionaire, I would have kids with weird names like him as well.
Yeah, those names are...
He could do what he wants, and he's going to write a check, and he's going to set you up for the rest of your life because, ladies, it's that lifestyle.
As he should.
He's the one, half of, not even 1% of the men on this earth that has all that type of money. He would take you to the moon. He's dealing with racial lawsuits. He bought Twitter. If you can buy Twitter, you can have as many babies as you want. Right. And even if his business goes bad or whatever, he's still going to be worth billions of dollars. And, sir, I'm not mad at you. I want you to have a woman next by an African-American soul sister, my friend. I want you to continue to pump these babies out, bro. I want you to continue to set these houses up and put these women in check. I want you to, you hear what she said? It's just fluid. You know, he's my boyfriend. That's right. You better say the right words. You got that gravy train running, honey. And you got 2 Teslas outside. That was built by in a plant that has racism in it.
Very hostile environment.
Eli, you keep doing what you're doing, my friend.
It's Elon.
Elon. I hope you don't have a tattoo of your sister on your face.
W.M. Dixon said the kids with the with the soul sister will be named Lil Raheem Musk.
Little Raheem Musk. Yeah, thank you.
W.M. is a fool.
Yeah, thank you so much, bro. Yes. Harvey's a billionaire. I tell you what I do all the time. I tell you, Senny. Everybody knows this. I don't know if you know this, Ms. Migo.
What?
If I become a billionaire right now, okay, I'm gonna give my wife multiple smash passes. Go ahead, do it. Go ahead, rock out.
Mm-hmm.
Probably have Wesley Pipes come over with grapes.
Mm-hmm.
Slay her ass. Cause I'm going in.
And she probably gonna give you a pass because you got all that bread.
Yeah, of course.
You gonna get it off.
What's she gonna do? I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
you
a
get it
pass.
off.
I don't care what you're talking about. I'm gonna get a pass. But she's gonna get her passes as well.
That's fair.
And then we're gonna do what we do. And there might be some babies involved.
But you don't think
Too far, Sean. You always go too far.
I own Twitter.
Too
but
far.
it was
Bitch, I own Twitter.
it's somebody that
We can't even argue no more. You ain't it's Sean. You ain't bitch, I own Twitter.
but it's the fact that it's one of his executives. Like
I don't care who it is.
A conflict of interest, right?
It could be Brandy. I don't care who it is.
Why are you going in here, sir, and
Bitch, I own
sleeping
Twitter.
with people that work with you?
I don't care.
Having
$1
their
billion,
babies.
$1 billion.
So do you think that she should still be heading his different
I
departments?
wouldn't care. I got $1 billion. I own Twitter. Do whatever.
Okay.
We got money. I spend $10,000 a day on breakfast.
Will and Jada thought the same thing. That's what Derrick Jackson said.
Yeah, but Will ain't got nothing like Elon's money. How much is Elon worth? How many billions?
I think he's down to like 30
He's
billion.
down to 30 billion, guys.
Yeah.
Down to 30 billion.
Yeah, because he had more.
Yeah, he
but
had 100 billion.
But he bought Twitter for 45 billion.
Yeah, so he's a little
so-
stressed out, so he got to relieve that stress with some babies.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's down to 30 billion.
He's down.
I'll be pissed
He's
off
down
too.
some bees.
That's right. I might
So-
need another baby.
Yeah, and then he lost more when Tesla, after he bought Twitter, like Tesla went down like 15% or something like that.
Bitch, I own Twitter.
That's it.
Get out of my face with that.
What?
Bring in the next vagina.
What does that even mean?
I will deactivate you, man.
What?
And give me back my Teslas.
Okay. Remember I was telling you guys about
Imagine the house he lives in.
I know. I wanna see
Imagine,
his house.
and we ain't talking about that little ranch that the Dixons stayed in. Imagine where he's staying at. The Dixons thought they was hot mess
We
in
sure did.
in West Virginia down in this big ass farm. Imagine where this guy lived.
I'm weak. I was telling you guys.
The Dixons over there neighboring it up. Imagine
sure
where he
was.
lives, Senny. Senny, I would have a baby by this dude.
Yeah, me too.
I was telling you guys a few weeks ago about a volleyball coach down in Grambling State
Bitch, I own Twitter.
Grambling State
Period.
University, where she fired the whole volleyball team.
Oh.
I guess to, start it over, rebuild it how she wanted to. And there was a big problem because of the girls on the volleyball team that had gotten scholarships or had been on the team and all of that. Well, in a shocking turn of events, that coach is now fired from Grambling State University. It was a lesson that Grambling State University head volleyball coach had to learn. Chelsea Lucas apparently learned the hard way. She caused quite the controversy for immediately firing every player on the roster in April, causing many of the female students to lose scholarships and defer their athletic dreams. Has now been fired. The school has terminated Lucas after an internal investigation within the volleyball program. The success of student athletes and their ability to matriculate at Grambling State is the top priority, said Dr. Travion Scott, who's president of Intercollegiate Athletics. The students who abruptly lost their scholarships will now be able to retain them. As we move forward in this transition and commence a national search for the next coach, all volleyball student athletes who receive scholarships for the 2022-23 academic year will keep their scholarships and remain on the team. Walk-ons will also continue to hold their roster spot. When reached out to Lucas, when reports tried to reach out to Lucas for a comment on the decision, she responded with the following statement, claiming that she plans to enlist an attorney and believes the firing was unfair. Since I started at Grambling, I have been ordered not to speak to the media. My voice, unfortunately, has been silenced despite the rumors and accusations about me. As a result, I have not been able to provide my side of the story about the many events that have occurred during my tenure as head volleyball coach. I was told today, without notice or any opportunity for discussion, that I was being terminated. When I asked why I was being terminated, the administration was not able to provide me any details about why they decided to fire me. This termination comes just days after I had requested and then had a meeting with the president to discuss the way I had been treated in recent weeks by the athletic director. The director, without me knowing in advance, was invited to this meeting with the president. The director was visibly upset at my complaints during my meeting with the president, and today I was informed that I'm sorry. And she said that today that she was informed that he was the one who recommended her termination. I will be working with my attorney to prepare a response and believe that my side of the story will demonstrate that what happened to me today was not right or just. She had spent 6 seasons at 2 other Southwestern Athletic Conference programs, and she coached at UAPB, which is University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, for 3 years and achieved an overall record of 37-44 while compiling a 37-17 mark in conference play. Okay. It looks like this is going to be pretty ugly.
And what goes around comes around.
Tamiko, I'm going to give you this. I forgot to give this. I'm going to text you this commercial.
Okay.
I want you to read this. You got the tips too, right?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Tamiko, I'm going to. I send it to Senny, but I'm gonna text this to you. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Okay. God bless her. I just sent it now. Senny, thanks for the follow-up story. And when she would have asked when she asked the question to the administrators, why am I getting fired? I'd have been like, bitch, I own Twitter. We talked about this already, and you knew how I felt about this. Who the hell you think you are, miss, for firing everybody off the volleyball team? I knew she was going to get fired. Welcome to Harvey's house. Senny and I was fighting about this the last time this happened. I'm going to give myself a round of applause.
Why are we fighting about that? I think I was on her side.
Let me tell you something right here. I was against this woman for doing this. These young ladies have scholarships. Who are you to fire all of them off the team?
Talk about it.
You're paying for their scholarships? Bitch, I own Twitter. And you're going to sit there and have all your volleyball players throughout the country come to Grambling to play because you feel the entitlement of it? Of course you have no voice and you can't share your comments because you did already. You fired everybody. That was your voice. You should never coach volleyball again. I love volleyball. I used to play it back in the day. It means nothing to me. Volleyball ranks up there with polar bears in the Antarctic. But in this situation right here, how dare you? Where was these other students supposed to take their full scholarships to? Maybe some of them were blessed enough to get picked up by another D1 school and transfer their scholarships, but not all of them.
That's horrible to play with people.
Who does? Okay, the team is a crappy team.
Yep.
It's what it is. It's the Grambling University soccer volleyball team. You think they're good? They're not like USC, the tall Babylonian women that are 6'4" and they 6'9" and they volleyballer. Those are the volleyball players.
They volleyballing, Sean?
They volleyballing. They're not my African American sisters at 5'11" and 5'6". No, I say that respectively. And then you gonna come in there with your big ass giant weave, and then you gonna sit there and fire everybody, not giving nobody the refuse of their own full scholarships to take advantage of. How much money does it cost to Grambling? Are you paying for that? Bitch, I work for Twitter. I own it.
You own it.
I own Twitter.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You should never in life coach volleyball. I'm downgrading you to assistant. No power. You can't handle power. They gave you a huge responsibility. You lost your mind. You did the Donald Trump. You turned it to narcolistic 45. You went in there and you fired the janitor.
That's horrible.
No, you
She
get
was power tripping. That
no,
was
you no, yes, your voice is silent. You are a disgrace.
You think she gonna get another job, Shawn?
I don't want you to have another job. Her
Nowhere.
nowhere. Yeah, she could coach volleyball, but as like an assistant. No administrative responsibilities for this bitch.
None.
None.
No power.
Go back to playing volleyball.
No power.
What she look like?
Yeah, she's pretty.
Let me see how pretty she is.
Wait, hold on. Let me get
You qualify for a reality show, young lady,
Yeah,
because you're a hot mess.
Yeah, I mean, I
Bitch, I
guess
own Twitter.
I can see what she was like.
Let me see
maybe
what she
trying to do.
Let me see.
Yeah, I can see what she was trying to do,
she's-
but she should have known that.
Show the audience.
You could have kept your
She's
job.
pretty, yeah.
But she might win this. Like if you
What is she winning?
if you have tenure, don't you like doesn't that mean like you can't get fired or something?
Yeah, you could get fired from anything.
Like you have
no.
you have
just
some
have
type of-
seniority with tenure.
Oh, you
That's
just
all
have
that means.
seniority.
That's
No,
all.
Okay.
no. You could get fired. You're done.
fired,
It
yeah.
doesn't matter. You could get fired. And she broke her contract and they fired her. Because who's picking up the tab of all
Well,
these scholarships?
I mean, it's been a minute though since this happened.
I know,
So was that
and-
really
and Senny-
what it was?
and Senny, you know
she
what-
might have a case
so,
there.
so, Senny, check this out. What if, I think it was a lot of pressure from the student body and just parents.
Absolutely.
Senny, how
Yeah,
would you
sure.
feel if your daughter,
But why couldn't they express that to her then? Why are they not saying anything? I would have been
Senny,
like,
she fired everybody.
everyone.
Don't
Yes,
you think
but
that's
when-
radical?
yes, it is. But when she asked them, "Why are you firing me?" they didn't give her a reason.
Because she fired everyone else.
So why didn't they just say that to her?
They don't want to talk to this bitch.
Sean.
Senny, what if your beloved daughter, and Mom, stop listening to the show when I'm cursing. Shout out to my mom. And my Aunt Mary's here.
Hey, Aunt Mary.
And my Aunt Netta, God bless.
Hey, Aunt Netta.
Senny, if your child couldn't get a scholarship because she couldn't go to USC or UCLA or these big powerhouse volleyball D1 school, and she, by the grace of God, landed a scholarship at Grambling University, Senny J, a full ride, D1, and you have your own financial everyday struggles just living. There's no way you can put your daughter in school. I'm just using this as a hypothetical.
Right.
And imagine your daughter getting fired off the team and losing her scholarship that has nothing to do with her abilities to play. Right. That's termination right there. Senny, Miss Migo, even the young lady who don't play, the substitute woman, she got a scholarship just in case the superstar break her leg.
Yeah.
They all have scholarships almost. Right. So, Senny, now your daughter's coming home. You can't. I'm scared to even ask what the tuition. See what is the tuition at Grambling University? I'm scared to even ask.
Right.
Now, Senny, all of a sudden, just the daughter's scholarship is taken away, and you got to pay that bill.
Yeah.
I would want that woman fired too.
Yeah, I would be up in arms. I would be up in arms. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know why they just couldn't just tell her you have to reinstate all those people. Like, why couldn't the board just do that?
But
So I
didn't the
don't know.
board reinstate them though?
Yeah, they did now,
Right.
but why they have to do that on the tail of firing her? Like,
Because
when all
Senny,
this happened, why didn't they just
Perception
do it
is
then?
everything. Grambling had to come in there. The committee had to come in there and say, yo, we're going to clean this mess up. She's not going to clean it up. We're going to clean it up. We're going to dump her ass, and we're going to reinstate all scholarships and back money. Because I think the students should get back for the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Senny, imagine a student that has a full ride and is taking away from this student. That's traumatizing. I would sue this woman. And I would sue the university as a parent.
Shawn, the 4-year tuition at Grambling State University is $98,620.
And divide that by 4.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Divide that by 4. What is that by 4? What is that? 20,000, 30,000? What is that? See, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
$24,600.
That's a lot of money for a regular parent, a single mother, a single dad, or whatever. That's a lot of money. You got to take on a second job to pay your child's tuition.
Yeah.
If you don't want to go the route of the federal loan, which you want to stay away from that. Yeah, you get fired, and I need 24,000. Even though it was 6 months, Senny, my child need that $24,000 too. I want that money too.
Yeah.
You're not going to take that scholarship away from my child for no reason, just because the coach don't like the chemistry of the team.
Yeah, she was giving too much power. I don't agree with that at
Well,
all.
hopefully it don't come back to bite them in the butt because
She's doing what?
she's
gonna
getting
do?
a lawyer.
For what?
She feels like she was unfairly
wronged.
fired. She was wrongly fired. So hopefully they did.
Oh boy.
That's what I said. I was like, it's about to be. Hopefully they did it right. And then just in my last story that I have, this one is really kind of sad. Sorry, I don't mean to end it on a sad note. But a young.
And then we do Tamiko's tip. And Senny, it's weird. Tamiko got a driver's license on the table. I think that's really weird. I don't know what's going on with that. And now she's gonna tuck it underneath her.
I don't know. What's
Could you
going
put
on
your
over there.
driver's license? What's wrong with you? Why you got your driver's
I usually
license
have
out?
it behind my phone, but since my phone is facing the camera, I took it out the phone. That's all.
Why do you have Why do you have your driver's license and your phone together?
Because
What
I
if you
always have
lo-
my phone in my hand.
But what if you lose your phone?
Then I'll drive on my passport until I get a new license.
So somebody got your license, some Russian oligarch
Russian
with a terrorist connection, taking your face and taking your image, making a brand new license to get the Russian military in here to kill people. You're just that cavalier about it.
Sean, that's not gonna happen.
I actually know a lot of people that do that, and that's why I can't do it because
can't do that.
I don't want to lose it. But they have like these things now you can put on the back of your phone, and you can actually
Right.
put cards in it,
That's what I have.
so that you can always have it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You
that's what I
don't
was thinking
think
about.
that it's high risk that you have two important items that you need each and every day together like that? You might as well throw your keys on your cell phone.
Let's say you could lose your keys. You can use your wallet.
But don't you want to lose them separately instead of all at one time? Don't you want a challenge to this?
Sean, be quiet.
Senny, do you have your license and your phone attached to each other?
No, I can't do that.
You like
I
me?
thought-
You got the old school wallet?
You keep it separated, City?
Yeah, I keep it separate. But sometimes, like if I'm going out, sometimes I'll do it. Because if I don't want to carry my bag,
Senny,
I'll put it behind my
Senny,
phone.
I'm one of the old school guys. I got the wallet. I got the old school wallet.
You put it in your back pocket?
And the back pocket in the left side, and everything else, keys are there, and phone is over there. Everything is separate. I can't do it. Put it on one chat room if you have your cell phone in your. Put it on one chat room if you got your cell phone and your driver's license
All day.
connected to each other.
One.
Give me a number 2.
They now have,
That's crazy.
I like those. They have an app
I
now
don't like
on iPhone. They probably have it on Android too, where you can upload your, you can keep your cards in your Apple Wallet, and you can also now update, put your IDs on there too. So,
But not
you can have
everywhere
them all.
takes the Apple Pay and stuff. So what do you do?
Yeah, that's true. Every place does it, but a lot of places are taking.
I like the
are
Apple Pay. I
taking
like that
Apple
Google
now.
Pay and Apple Pay. I have that.
Yeah,
I
those
have that.
NFC. A lot of places
like
have
that.
them now. I'm excited for that.
And
but-
Senny, before you get to your sad story, she still got that license on the table.
Because if I move it, I'm going to lose it.
Why don't you put it in your pocket?
Because I'm going to forget it in my pocket. Then I'm going to go crazy looking for my license. It's going to be in the washing machine.
So what about
somewhere.
like your credit cards and all that? What do you do with that?
That's in my wallet.
Oh, of course. Of course. Oh,
The
That's in my wallet.
bitch, I own Twitter. It's in your wallet, right?
Yes.
Boy, that's shocking.
I can see more you putting your card in there than your ID. How often do you take out your ID?
I drive with it all the time.
Yeah.
Well, what about where's your wallet?
It's in my wallet. But
But
I don't
where's
take
your
my
wallet?
Like I have.
So where's your
Apple
wallet
Pay.
right now?
I have Apple Pay. Like yesterday, I didn't have no money on me, but I was able to go to Target and use my Target card on my phone. I had my ID and my Target card on my phone.
Oh, God.
It makes sense.
Okay. Go ahead, Senny.
A Georgia family.
When you become a Russian arms dealer, and they come into that
Don't
indigo
say that,
line.
Shawn.
Well,
Because if
hey.
I lose my license, I'll be mad at you. So don't say that.
Hey, well, then listen, you got to be more proactive and more responsible. I wouldn't put my phone and any kind of personal ID together at the same time. I don't know. Who else does that in your family?
You
Mike.
You
Mike.
over
Oh, my
here
God.
with your
My
phone with
daughter.
no insurance. So it's like the same thing to me.
Right, Mr. No Insurance.
Yeah.
But at least if I break my phone, I know where my driver's license is. Go ahead, Senny. Where you go?
I'm weak. A Georgia family is seeking closure after their 4-year-old drowns during a supervised swimming lesson.
Horrible.
The death by drowning of a 4-year-old was announced Wednesday by Burke County Sheriff's Office. The child's family is seeking answers. Israel Scott was attending his second supervised swimming lesson before the tragic incident at a residential pool on June 14th. The county deputies arrived on the scene after 11 a.m. that day. They were informed that the toddler was found unresponsive in a pool before a nurse on the scene performed CPR. First responders transported him to a local hospital where he later died. Israel's mother, Dory Scott, posted an emotional message on Facebook along with a series of happy and energetic photos of her son. Oh, wow. She said, "My heart has been ripped out of my chest. I can't believe that I will never see my baby boy again. Cherish every moment with your babies and hug them tight because you never know. I would have never imagined that I would only get 4 years with my little man. My life will never be the same." She recalled her son being nervous when she signed him up for a week of swim lessons, but she was also excited to start his journey. She said that the instructor, Lexi Currington, did not allow parents to sit in on the swimming lessons, so she waited in the car. A lady comes and she knocks on my window. She says, "I'm sitting in the car," and she's like, "Come get your baby." And she said when she said it, it was kind of rude. Then I looked at her face and I just saw like tears in her eyes. So initially I knew something was wrong and I just started screaming. No foul play has been suspected, according to the county sheriff's office. An investigation into whether criminal negligence was involved in Israel's death is ongoing. Defense attorney Lee Merritt, who is representing the Scott family, revealed that the family was refunded money by the instructor for the week's lessons, but offered no apologies in the wake of the tragedy. Lexi Currington has since removed her business and personal Facebook pages. She has a list of complaints from the region about her often being distracted, using her son as an employee who's not consistently on the premises, and not following the policy guidelines for supervising children. So there is a reputation in the community. The family is still awaiting a full police report from the county sheriff's office, while the lack of closure overwhelms the young boy's family.
Oh, that's a sad story.
It really is.
Tamika, did you get that?
I did.
Could you read that commercial for me real quick, and then we're gonna say what I gotta say about this, and then we'll get the Tamiko tips, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow. Go ahead.
This Saturday, July 30th.
This Saturday. Which one?
Nope, that's not this Saturday. This Sunday is a comedy show. So let's start again. Action. Saturday, July 30th.
She keep thinking about that Indigo Lounge. That's what it is. Go ahead. It's fine.
Mr. Cheeks will be there tonight, y'all. Indigo Hookah Lounge.
Okay.
Mr. Cheeks.
What's tonight? What's today?
Thursday.
Okay.
We open at 9. We're open early tonight.
Okay. I might stop by.
Yeah, stop by. See Mr. Cheeks.
Okay, cool.
Saturday, July 30th, guys, an evening of soul featuring Eric Robinson, Avery Sunshine, and Kevin Ross at the State Theater at 15 Livingston Avenue in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Doors open at 6, showtime at 7. It's hosted by the legendary Lenny Green and Apollo's own DJ Jess.
Yeah, our very own DJ Jess. Hit me up if you need tickets to this event, and we'll talk about Miss Miko and her whole big event tonight with Mr. Cheeks. Now, Senny, and then and you got your tips, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna just okay. You guys, if you know me, you already know. If you know me, you already know. And when you were sharing the story before all the complaints, thanks for sharing that part of the story, Senny. I appreciate you. This woman, what do you mean negligence? Are you kidding me? This is a criminal act. This is almost premeditated. This woman needs to go to jail immediately. What you mean refund the money? Not even an apology. You got your son working, he barely works there. And who are you to say, yo, no parents involved? No, I'm going to be there. Swimming, you probably got too many kids. You're doing it for the money, not for the love. You out there hustling backwards. And you're narcissistic. And you're a control fiend. I would almost crump you up there with the volleyball coach. Who are you to say you can't have the child's parents watching swimming lessons?
It's horrible.
The parents should be there to watch. Even if the parents can't swim or not, they should be able to watch what you're doing with their child. This is, boy, I don't even want to say manslaughter, man. I don't want to go higher than manslaughter, bro. You need to go to jail, miss. You mean refund the money? What? You should be on your hands and knees and pleading for forgiveness for what you have done. You have committed a crime, a precious 4-year-old boy. And how ironic it is, the boy drowns on supervised swimming lessons, but they wasn't supervised. This was a criminal act. This was almost premeditated. How long did you not watch this child for this child to drown so fast like that?
Right.
Where were you? You was in the pool with 17 other kids that you knew that you was overbooked while the 4-year-old was. This is a sad story.
It's crazy.
Right.
10 years in jail. 10 years in jail. I'm not tolerating none of this. You're going to jail. Yeah, of course you're going to take down your Facebook page because we on your ass.
Yeah. It's sad.
It's a sad story. Thanks for sharing the story. It's a sad story, though. 10 years in jail. Put you in a pool for 10 years.
I'm surprised. Look, I'm surprised at the restraint these people have because, listen, my kid died after your supervised swimming lesson. She wouldn't know. She wouldn't be able to refund the money to me because she'd be under the ground.
Yeah,
Right.
it would be havoc.
So I don't even know. You make a Facebook post, ma'am.
you need to leave town, and then when you come back, go to jail for 10 years. All right, Tamiko, go ahead with your tips. Thank you, Senny. And listen, here's what I've learned with this story. If I have a child and we're doing swimming lessons, and the swimming instructor say, "Yo, you can't be in here," then we're not doing it.
Yeah,
I want to see. I want to see what you're doing. Plus, I could swim. So if you're not doing anything, I could go save my child.
Yeah.
I don't like programs that do that. There are a lot of kids programs that say that
I
parents
don't like
can't be
that.
there, and
I don't like that.
either.
No, I don't like
I would
that.
be like, okay, well then no.
We live in a whole different world today. Yesterday's prices are not today's prices.
Amen.
Go ahead.
I
People acting real bougie. They sitting. They in a Tennessee farmhouse with 75 other
It
neighbors.
was a cabin, Sean. It was a
Big
cabin.
Go ahead.
So today's travel tips is how to survive or avoid flight cancellations. This happened to me actually going to Tennessee. My husband drove down Thursday night, but I stayed because we had a party at Indigo Lounge on Friday. So I stayed Friday, and I was getting on a 5 a.m. flight out of Newark to Tennessee. And guess what happened? My flight got canceled.
That's happening a lot
5
now.
a.m. Yep. But thankfully, I had enough points and enough, what's the word I'm looking for? I was high enough on American Airlines where they were able to put me on another flight and bump other passengers. So I was able to make it out on the 6 o'clock flight.
Well, hallelujah.
So this is just a little 6 ways to avoid flight cancellations if you can. The first thing you want to do is pick an early flight. I know I tried the 5 a.m., but my flight was canceled because we didn't have any pilot or staff. The pilots didn't show up, nor did the stewardess. But the general rule of thumb is the earlier flight, the better. So that's one thing you want to do, because what happens is if an airline is grounded in another state, they try to get the earlier flights out before the backup happens. So you want to pick an earlier flight. The next thing you would want to do is avoid connections. Avoid connections when you can. Taking an extra stop on your way to a final destination double the chances of something going wrong. If there's no way to avoid taking a stop, I would recommend giving yourself at least 2.5 hours of time to get to your plane, because if you're going from JFK to Miami, there's a layover in Charlotte, and say your layover is at 9:30, but your flight from JFK don't leave until 8 o'clock because of a delay, there's a good chance that you're going to miss that. So try to get like a 12:30 layover if you can. The next thing you want to do is get to the airport earlier. Like everything else, there's a delay on lines with the security TSA agents as well as the check-in desk. When I got there, it was a freaking zoo at Newark Airport, and no one knew what was going on. I couldn't even get a chance to get to the kiosk so I can get my boarding pass out fast enough. So what you want to do is get to the airline at least 2 hours before your domestic flights, 3 to 4 hours before your international flights. You'll thank me later. The next thing that I do is I never, ever check a bag. You guys are going to see when I go to Antigua. I don't know how I fit at least 15 outfits in a rolled carry-on, but I do. Because what happens is if you check a bag and your flight is canceled or delayed and you have the option of going to another flight, they have to find your bag, pull it from your original flight, and take it so you can have it on your new flight. If you have your bag with you, the first thing the lady said to me was, "Where's your bag, Mrs. Dixon?" "Right here." And I got right on the plane. So that's the next thing you could do is don't ever check a bag. If you can avoid checking a bag, I think you should. And last but not least, a rule of thumb is to book your flight with a good credit card. What does that mean? Book your flight with a credit card that has points and also has travel protection. Travel protection is the insurance policy that will protect you in case your flights are canceled for any reason. So if you follow Miss Miko's tips, you have a good chance of avoiding flight cancellations during the rest of the summer. And I'll put my tips up today.
You might have to put up a tip for Senny J, too.
What tip you want, Senny?
A tip that she hasn't had in 17 seasons.
Oh, my goodness.
And you know what? When you said the last 2 tips, I thought of Senny just now because she's such an advocate of not checking that bag, which is definitely, if you can do that, that is so true. Sometimes you just have to check you got to. Some people are traveling around with big pieces of furniture. You got to check it.
You said furniture?
Big furniture, big clothes. You see these people, they come. You know it's going to cost them like $500 to check all these bags. I get it. But if you don't, if you try your best to avoid it, you're absolutely right. Get to the airports early, guys. It's just the anxiety of it, man. It's just too much to bear if you're just making your flight, or you could. A lot of people miss their flights because they're just simply late. Yeah. The connection is also right. If you can fly straight to your destination and pay the few more dollars that it costs.
Extra money for the nonstop.
Because if your flight's delayed, the connection's going to be delayed, the bag's going to be missing.
The connection may not be delayed. Your flight may be delayed. The connection is still on time.
The flight's delayed. The whatever it is, you missed your connection. You missed it. You don't want that. It's just you're running through the airport. It's crazy.
Too much.
It's a lot. If you can, right, especially like if you're flying from like Newark to Miami, that should be a straight flight. Mm-hmm. I flew from Newark to Tampa with a connection, but somebody was, paid the flight for me, and I was nervous.
That's disrespectful. I'm not flying to Tampa with a connection.
Well, I was working. Oh. It's different. When somebody else is paying for you, there's nothing you can do about that. But you are so right about getting to the airport. Guys, get to the airport early. I stress that the most. Especially these major airports like Newark and JFK and LaGuardia and Philly. I mean, you get there, you know how it is. You've been through. As soon as you get there, you see that check-in line. It look like a freaking football game over there. You don't want to go through that. Yep. We're going to Antigua in a few weeks, and I think the flight is at 6 o'clock in the morning. Trust me, I will be, God willing, I will be at JFK at 2 in the morning.
Tell Tanya I'm going to ride with y'all.
I will be there at 2 in the morning. I will be there. We're leaving here at 11:30 at night. 12. She's gonna be mad as hell. I don't care, cause I know how these airports get down. Yeah. 6 a.m. flight. I will be there 2 in the morning. All my bags checked in. I gotta check in some bags. And we will sit at that gate. You know when you early, when they don't even put the information on the screen with the gate you are.
You just around.
You just around. That's what you want.
That's the biggest problem is the check-in. That's what we
Yeah.
need to figure out how to get that TSA pre-check-in. That
It's
can just go.
Oh my God, it's
through.
life. It's
Yeah, that-
life.
That's
But-
why people have to
but the-
come so early.
Yeah.
Because you never know what those check-in
Yeah,
lines are
but
gonna
that's a
be
problem.
like.
That could be problematic too, because if you have the TSA line and say something's wrong with that line,
You gotta have the clear.
But if you have the
but
pre-check,
but I'm
there's
not saying
never
if
a
you,
line.
yeah, but if there is, you can't. You gotta stay there. You can't get on the other line. You know what I mean? Like
No.
if you go, yo, okay, pre-check, there's something crazy going on over there. It's a long line over there, or whatever. We're gonna go back to the regular line. No,
why can't you?
no, you
Sean?
can't, because
I've
when you
never
do
heard of
when you
that.
do pre-check, that's it. That's the only thing.
No, it's
now,
not.
all right,
That's
all right. Now,
That's not true.
now I'm gonna tell you
That's
this.
just-
I'm gonna
that's
tell you
not
this right
true.
now.
Pre-check.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
You
Every
can do
That's
either.
not true. Either
if
or.
you
I'ma
can
tell you
do
this right now.
TSA pre-check,
I'ma tell you
then
this.
that means that you can go
I'ma
through
tell you-
regular
Miss Miko, Miss
TSA.
Miko.
And my daughter travels with her
Miss-
boyfriend
Miss
all the
Migo,
time, and
Miss
she has
Migo.
pre-check, and he
Miss-
doesn't.
Miss-
But she stands on the
Miss-
regular
Miss
line with
Migo,
him.
Miss Migo.
Carry on, Sean.
Watch when y'all research this. Y'all gonna go, Sean. Well, damn, you was right again. All right, so guys, we see you tomorrow. Let's clap. Jesus Christ.
Indigo Hookah Lounge tonight.
Oh
Mr.
yeah, what's
Cheeks.
going on? Yeah, real quick. What's going on over there?
We gonna have the legendary Mr. Cheeks in the house. Lights, camera, action, guys. Tonight, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. Indigo Hookah Lounge, 733 South Main Street. Mr. Cheeks live.
So if you're in town, if you live close, and you're going over there, and how much is it? Is a charge at the door or something?
$10.
All right, $10. You're going over there and see Mr. Cheeks. So they're gonna be there at 4 a.m. Will you be here tomorrow?
I'll be here tomorrow.
All right, God bless.
I'm
We
a
see-
professional.
All right, we see you guys. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you enjoyed the show. Put a number 2 if you did.
Bye, guys.
Okay, God bless. Wait, let me hold on. Wow, it's me. Don't worry about it.
HIE Entertainment. We're about business.
She got me backing up again. She make me feel like she's my best friend. She got me backing up again. She make me feel like she's my best friend. I never thought that it would happen, that I found myself losing my true love. I thought that this was gonna last forever. I guess